So this is my question. Do you believe in magic? Well, I hope you do. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to teach you guys about magic. And it's magic that anybody can do. You can do it out of the comfort of your own home, and it will be the most successful and powerfulest magic ever. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I read energy. Okay? So yeah, that's what that is. Um, let's get into it. Magic. I want to teach you guys about a magic that you can use anywhere at any time of day. I promise you, this is the most potent magic that you will ever learn about in your entire life. Do you really want me to tell you about it? Okay, I'm going to tell you about it. But there's just one thing I want you to do. I want you to strongly consider donating some money to me through Cash App. To be honest with you, I really could use the extra money. I wanna invest it, because if I can continue to invest money, I can continue to afford to sit down and tell you guys about the things that you don't know about. So of course this guy wearing this mask is hiding behind a mask, and the mask is false, isn't it? So I'm gonna take it off so I can meet you guys. Okay? I am whoever you say I am at this point, but I'm gonna be your guide and your teacher for the day. All right? So let's talk about the magic. Okay. This magic is best performed if you follow my instruction. Get down on your knees, lean forward gently towards the ground, and put your face on the ground and keep your hands on the ground. Face east. Use a compass. Most phones have compasses. Face east. Okay? And I want you to say, there is no God but one God, and his name is Allah. Please, I'm asking you, give me that of which I need and help me to give to others that of which they need. Right now, the world is in a financial crisis, and we all need the help of Allah. But listen, I asked you, do you believe in magic? Okay? Ask Allah for what you want. Don't be a fool. Don't waste God's time. Don't waste your own time, and do not invoke the wrath of your Lord because you took what I'm teaching you in jest or for play or as a joke. Allah is the best of planners. He's the most beneficent. He's the most merciful. Okay? If you ask him for what you want, as long as it's something that you really need, Allah will give it to you. Now listen, Allah gives as he chooses. Okay? If you ask him for the money to pay your car note, Listen to me. God is not here to be pimped, okay? He's just not. Like, why do you have the car but you can't pay the bill? Oh my gosh, some of you people traumatize me. I'm traumatized sometimes when I learn about what people have said, what people have done, decisions they have made. We all fall short of the glory of God, right? We are all sinners. There's no judgment here. But I'm going to tell you something. It is some judgment, though. Like, there's some judgment, okay? And you should be your biggest judge, all right? So if you really have no food, you are in an impoverished city, state, town. It's a natural disaster. Do not give up on Allah. Just keep asking Him with sincerity in your heart. Don't lie to yourself to turn your heart to make it appear as though asking for a Bugatti is the right thing to do because your neighbors have a Bugatti, right? Yeah, it just doesn't work that way. But this is real magic. If you believe in your Lord, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you could tell a mountain to uproot itself and throw itself in the ocean, and it would go. Now, we've never seen anything like that. So take it in a metaphorical sense, okay? A mustard seed is very tiny, okay? O ye of little faith. But just know that if you sincerely reach out to your Lord and my Lord, Allah, who is one, He has no partners. There is no, and listen to me, I'm a boss on this planet, okay? I'm a boss, okay? So when you reach a level of, you know, being an administrator over in a corporation, okay, with, affiliated associates, you understand how organization takes place. You understand these things, okay? Now, in corporations with wealth, okay, they operate a certain kind of way. And I'm not getting into that. I could, though. And if you know me, then you know that I'm not telling a lie because I'm not a liar and I'm not going to lie to you. I would not be here today if there was a lie inside of my heart for you. And there isn't. I'm not a liar. I'm not. I don't have a reason to lie to you. I'm not afraid of you or any of you. I only fear God. That's it. Why should you fear man? Why should another man want to put fear in another man's heart? What is the benefit of that? There are bullies that bully the bullies. And then there's gangsters that bully the bullies. And then there's bosses who bully the bullies. Okay? So my purpose for explaining this to you is God is, the boss of all bosses. The boss of all bosses. He doesn't have any partner. There's nobody sitting in his right side. God is the most high. You can't even go up that high. The only way you're getting in front of Allah, right? In his house, or while he is over his throne, which is in his house, right? Is if you are invited. That's the only way you would be able to survive that. So if you know, then you know. But if you don't know, then I suggest you learn as much as you can about the Islam, and then you will understand more clearly everything that I have said to you right now. The Islam is the book of all books. It is the know all, tell all, be all. I salute you, general book of books. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it is though. It brings healing and understanding and wisdom. It gives you strength. It gives you the ability, agility. It allows you to walk by faith, not by sight, and be victorious by faith, not by sight. You don't have to see a million, billion, quadrillion angels around you, okay, capable of doing whatever they have to do to keep you safe, or to keep a child safe, or to keep a duckling safe, or to keep the worst person in the world, an infant, safe. They're there. What's more magical than that? But let me give you magic, because I'm not a liar, right? If you say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. If you say that 3 times, Allah will forgive you for everything that you ever did in your life. If it's your first time turning to God, do you want to keep a clean slate? Check in every Friday, Juma. Yeah, you know, you in the mosque, but don't get it twisted, okay? The deen is definitely not a toy. If you want to learn about it, if you want to understand this, if you want to see this, what this is, not what America told you it was. They told you lies. They did that on purpose. Do you think they want you to be strong? No. Do you think they want you to stand tall? No. They want you to stand down. But I think that this country has made it to a part in life where we can all agree that we may not get along, but we all must live together. And in order for us all to enjoy the quality of life, you must be patient. You must push on. You must know that Allah is there with you. Don't think He is not understanding of what you were going to do before you were even born, let alone what you're going through right now. I'm here to tell you that it's a bigger picture. Don't grumble and grunt. If you're a woman, you find your strength in your husband. If you are a man, you find your strength in your wife, your mother, your father, your children, your home, your job, your stability, your ability, your agility, your moral compass, your deen, your way of living, okay? You use that as your strength and stand up. Stand up. Yeah. It's time for, okay, the world to stand up and to stand tall. You want to see world peace come into place? Say, "Oh Allah, please bring peace to the earth." I mean, and mean it in your heart. Allah hears the cries of the oppressors and the oppressed. Do not be afraid to call out to him. The reason why the world has gone in the direction that it has for so many years, take your Google and say, what is Jesus' birth name? Okay? You're going to see something other than Jesus. I'm just giving it to you in a matter-of-factly way. I'm giving it to you like a gift. I'm not here to offend anybody. I just want to bring you to the light. Just do your own research, please. Just Google what was Jesus' birth name. Now, what you're going to see there is you have to remember there's many translations of the Bible, so some things, I'm not really here to get into that, but I just want to say this, right? When Jesus was on the cross, he called out to God. If your book is sound the way it is, just for the sake of conversation between me and you, all right? If you take a look at when they say Jesus was on the cross, he called out to God and he said, God, why have you forsaken me? Like, this is torture. Now, that is if we go by the Bible, okay? Now, the only reason why I'm bringing that up right now is because I want you to see something. If they were the same, he could snap his fingers and do a dance, and he could do it all by himself. Let me see you do the and let me see you do the I'm not trying to be funny, but that just wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. So, if you can rhyme and reason, I just solved the problem. Okay? Now that you're free, okay, if you look at the Bible, you'll see that Jesus called out to God and he said, God, why have you forsaken me? The same authority that Jesus had as he walked the earth could be the same authority that you have if you clean out your heart. Clean it out. Take the hate out. Take it out. Calm down. Don't yell. Have a seat. Drink some ginger ale. Drink some juice. You know, not really supposed to smoke, but I'm human like you, right? If you need to take a puff, but put it out. Just take one puff. It's only just to relieve some stress, right? Just take one puff and put it out. There was two puffs. I know there's somebody in the background that's going to say something like that, but, you know, take a puff and put it out. Don't smoke it again. Let it sit there, okay? Do whatever you need to do, okay? That's not considered weird because you need to keep your lid on, okay? And not let it come off, all right? So you're going to have to find a normal way to do it where you're not offending anybody else, okay? And you're not a threat to anybody else or to a pet or to an animal or to anything that's living. And if Allah made it, it's alive, okay? Go swimming or something. If you don't know how to swim, then don't go swimming, okay? Do not get in the water. But if you can play tennis, play tennis. If you do not play tennis, then do not pick up the racket. Do not hit the ball. Do not do anything. Just, do something that you do. Take a walk. If you don't walk, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want you to think I'm making a joke. If if you're in a wheelchair, take stroll, do what you need to do. Get you some alone time. Maybe you have never had any, but don't venture off too far and don't do anything, okay, that makes you put your life at risk because you walked into the unknown. Don't do that, okay? Put the phone down. Get out the phone. Leave it alone. The reason why households are breaking up right now is because of the phone. The phone is trouble, and you don't need it. Okay? You want to be successful in life? Take away the things that distract you and take that time and spend it talking to God while you're doing the dishes. Talk to God while you're cooking. Talk to him. That's what he's here for. And he's listening. And he's eager to do what you might need him to do so you could feel good, so you could survive, so you could succeed. But come to him with a pure heart. Don't be talking about, don't be asking an angel. Don't do that. The angel can't give you anything. The angel didn't create you. Allah created you. God created you. He's the only one that can give. He's the only one that can take, unless he allows the devil to take. But if he doesn't allow the devil to take, the devil don't get to touch. Do you understand? There's no partnership between them. Okay? They are not friends. He's already been judged. He's going to hell, no matter what he does. That's his sentence. Do you understand? Change your sentence. Okay? You call out to Allah, ask him for what you want. And if it's something that you want, but the only way you're going to get it is in the distant horizons, keep asking him for it. And pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Once you understand signs and synchronicities, and you don't have to dive so deep into it, when you achieve this level, okay, you'll know that God is around you. You can't get away from it, okay? And when you have to stand in your power, nothing can stop you. But you have to have a clean heart. You have to have a sound mind. This is an exercise. You have to exercise the mind in order to be successful. You have to exercise your soul in order to be successful. You have to release. Okay? You have to give. If you hold on like this, how are you going to get anything in your hand? You can't get anything in there. You can't be like this. This don't work. This does. This does too. You get it? Give. That cleans the soul. Do it with a pure heart. Okay? I'm going to come back. I'm going to give you guys some more. I don't know what rate of speed this video will move, but like, share, subscribe. Do not hesitate to donate to the Cash App. If you don't have a Cash App, ask a friend if they have Cash App. And if they have Cash App, say, hey, look. I want to send this guy $1 bazillion. So, do you got $1 bazillion? Well, we know bazillionaires, no other bazillionaires, right? So, the first bazillionaire will say, well, listen, I want to give him $1 bazillion of my bazillionth, zillionth, zenith dollars. Okay? Which we don't understand because, of course, we don't have that much money, right? And he says, I'm going to give it to you in cash dollars. I just want you to give it to him. Can you do that for me? You know how to use your Cash App, right? Yes, sir, I do. I sure do, right? And then the unthinkable happens, right? You're laying down. You're not asleep because you don't sleep. But you're chilling, meditating. Ka-ding! You're like, oh my goodness. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. What is this? So you go, you pick up You pick up your phone, you be like, let me see what this is. What kind of message is this? And as soon as you open it, Cash App, right? I'm not promoting them. It's just the easiest way for a person to send money. I mean, you don't want to waste time with a money order or anything like that. Just find somebody with a Cash App, give them the money. If they can cover sending it, and as soon as they open up their phone, you'll be able to see if they got some dollars in there or not. You'll be able to tell. Give them the money, let them make the send, and I'll still get it. And any other time that a person want to be generous, you could do that. Yeah, I am an incorporation. Yeah. So anything that you want in life, as long as it's not la la land, ask Allah. Don't try to do magic binding spells. What are you, nuts? That's a punishment. Ask Allah for what you want. Ask Him. And if it really means a lot to you, you keep asking Him. If Allah think that something is fit, He'll make it happen. Okay? Well, listen. This video is almost 27 minutes long thus far. I'm educated. I'm well spoken. I am an incorporation. I could use all the financial support that you're willing to give me. Because, don't fool yourself. I mean, let's be real. Everything counts. Okay. But by you showing me love, I could switch up the scene. We could do some traveling. Y'all could see some things that you've never seen before. I'll give it to you live. Straight from the genie's lamp. Welcome to YouTube. Yeah. So, how much time do you want to spend together? Oh, and just one more thing, right? So, yes, I'm single. I'm definitely single. I am the emperor. I am the empress. I am the high priest. I am the high priestess. Okay? I'm the magician. Not in a literal sense. The magician in the manifestation sense. I am whatever you say I am. But I'm single. And yeah, if you're gorgeous, and you don't have to necessarily be gorgeous, as long as I think you're gorgeous, you have a good heart, you can't come to me with negativity, like try to conceal the fact that you a wolf in sheep's clothing. We probably won't even get a chance to meet. Yeah. It would be blocked beyond our control, something to do with the weather maybe. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like that. But if you got a good heart and you want a super fly, sexy man, I definitely want a super fly, sexy woman. Yeah, I definitely do. So I would like to spend time with you. Maybe. Who knows? Um, but yeah, this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship with my YouTube community. So I want to thank y'all for taking the time. It's about a half an hour of your day. Hopefully somebody feels better now. Hopefully people understand that it's only one magic, right? And that's whatever God give us. That's magic, right? And then there's lower vibrational schnazzle that's only going to leave you in a crushed and stuck position. It's just not worth it. Let me tell you a true story real quick, right? Islamically, I married a woman. Like, the contract was between me, her, and God, okay? I vowed to do good to her, and I always did good to her. I never used her, abused her, stole anything, pimping her, taking her money, keeping her down, not letting her work, not letting her read, not letting her have her social media, not letting her be who she was. I let her be who she was. Because if God was going to keep her with me, then he would have molded her. And if she wanted to stay with me, she would have molded herself. Because social media is trouble in a marriage, okay? Point blank, bottom line, period. We know that this all boils down to the caliber of woman that you're dealing with. So if she's of lesser caliber, she's going to be doing that kind of stuff, you know? But you can't expect a woman to be loyal to someone who just doesn't deserve loyalty. You figure that out the best you have to. I'm going to leave that there, okay? I told her I knew she was coming because I did. I got a couple extra gifts, okay? But I told her because I knew that she was coming. She didn't know me from a hole in the wall. I didn't know her from a hole in the wall, but I knew that she was coming and I prepared for it. I didn't know what she would like, but I prepared a gift for her. And I knew that if she had done what she was supposed to do, okay, which was to work with me, not against me. If she had worked with me instead of against me, she didn't let everybody else influence her to do things like, flunky her out, because the Islam is different, you know. This is the best thing in the world, it is. But it's in day-to-day living, okay? And this is how you keep going forward like a plow truck through the snow. Because as long as you doing what you're supposed to be doing, okay, the pathway will be clear. Nothing better not get in the way of it, okay? Yeah, see? See this? This is the pathway that me and my wife were on. You see that very bright light down there? Okay? That little ball right there, you see it? I'm gonna creep up on it so you can see it. It's a little ball right there. That's a ball of energy. Do you see that light? That's God shining down on me. And do you see these butterflies that first was a caterpillar, went into a hibernation state and came out and turned into a beautiful fly? Yeah, that was my wife. You see those bushes over there? And you see light on the edge of them? See these dark ones over here? Something distracted her. Okay? Something distracted her from her path, and she didn't know that God really sent me to come and save her. She knew that from day one. She knew that. She veered off. Well, that doesn't mean that I could veer off. I'm still me. I married her. There were issues. I divorced her. I took her as a piece of property. It was still like she was my wife. She had it, she had it made. She did. Um, she veered off the path. I'm not fighting with the devil. Go. And it broke me. It did. Because I had never had nothing that I ever cared about. But I went from being deeply in love with this woman to not being in love at all. Free of any baggage associated with that situation. You know why? I did the work. She was supposed to come back after her birthday. Her birthday was in September. Next month is May. Okay. I waited for a long time. Not because I had to, but because I felt like my marriage. Yeah. But now, what about that marriage? I divorced her. I did. So, what do I need to mourn for? I did that already. That's over with. You know what she did? Give me the middle finger and took the highway after coming and robbing some wee wee. So, like, I was like, nigga, you getting pent. What you doing? Oh, no, nigga. What? No, we ain't doing that, man. Come on, get yourself together. Fix your shirt, man. Come on, man. Did you forget who you was? You better get out there. Go get you something. What's wrong with you? Go ahead. And then I was like, I forgot who I was. I forgot that I have manifest authority. If Allah allowed me to have what it is that I'm telling you that you can ask him for and get, he'll give it to you. If he give it to me, he'll give it to you. I'm not anybody special. I'm just working really hard to do the best that I can to do for others, okay? And do unto others as I want people to do unto me, right? Some people is dirtbags, and you can't, you know, you have manifest authority over any situation. So instead of the worst of the worst, you might want to, you know, draw a little square or something and put all of the problems into that square. Don't let them back out. Okay? Yeah. And move on. Don't drag it. Just go. Don't waste no time. I don't care what we tied into together. I'll walk right away from it. I'll walk right away. Yeah. I only invest in what I want to invest in. I don't invest in what you want me to invest in. My investments are for me and for mines. Okay? And if you offer me something to the contrary, if you offer me some advice, right? Offer it to me as if it was guidance and I don't agree with it, all right? It doesn't move. It doesn't grow, okay? It's not going anywhere except out of your mouth and into thin air. And it's dead after that, okay? I make my own decisions like you make yours. You can't be mad at somebody because of decisions you made. You can't do that. How are you going to get mad at somebody for decisions that you made? Those are your decisions. Those are your bads. Ain't nobody else's fault except yours. You have to wear that. You will. You must. Now, if you want to free yourself from that, great. Stay tuned and we'll have more conversations. The more messages, comments that you guys leave in the comment section will continuously remind me to make some time to come back and talk to the people. I am busy. So, but if y'all jump in that comment section and remind me to come back, I will come back. There's a lot of things that you guys don't know I would love to tell you and share with you, but you know, I just think it would be better if we do this in time. Okay? I don't want to inundate people with information. Okay? Because information is power. All right? Some people have useless information. They know how to pour water on a plant. It's useful when you apply it towards, you know, um, being able to craft and construct a pathway that will be safe and sound for you and yours, right? The last thing that's on your mind is watering the plants, but we know we need somebody to, take care of the yard work and make it look beautiful. We may not have time to do it, but it's a job that's all the more important, you know? No big I's and little U's. But what I'm saying to you is, right, your magic is in your future. And if you don't make necessary changes starting now, okay, to redirect your future, you know, it's kind of like, buying a video game that doesn't come with a controller, okay? It's a controllerless game, all right? And it's got 99 games in there, but it just looks like a plastic cube. There's no lines in it to show. You have to touch a certain spot to make the power come on. But it's just like, a square with just, four sides, eight sides, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, paint your own imagination with your own numbers, but nonetheless, it's just a square. No instructions, no manual. How do you find that little soft spot without possibly damaging the game? You know? So, this is the way life is. You're born into this thing, life, with no manual. All right? It's okay to say that you need help, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to receive help when you need it, especially when dealing with mental health issues. I want you guys, if you're experiencing mental health issues, you really should seek a professional. Don't let yourself go down the drain. You can get help, even if it's just talking to somebody. It might help. Okay, don't be afraid. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna put that Cash App tag in the community section. So if you're on the phone, look up at the top of the phone here on YouTube and swipe over, or keep pushing the icons that you see at the top. I might say shorts, live, videos, right? Just keep going until you get to community. Just keep touching, keep touching. Once you get to community, scroll, and you'll see a whole billboard. You'll see a billboard. Okay? Hey, if you guys treat me nice enough, I might be willing to, you know, take this billboard or a billboard on another page, okay, and use it for high traffic volume. Our possibilities are endless. You see how we can help each other? Just one person at a time, okay? I'm getting out of here though. I'm tired. I took a shower. I went out for a second. I came back and I was like, let me talk to the people, because I've been meaning to give you guys some information, but I'm still living my own life at the same time. The only way this is going to speed up is like if I just have such exponential growth in my wealth that I can just kick it with y'all. Now, look, some people are going to like me, some people are not going to like me. But the good thing about it is I'm always going to be the same. I'm not going to spend too much time with you guys because, of course, I do have a personal side that maybe everybody might not agree with. Well, I'm not going to say you won't agree with it. I will just say that, in order to get to know me, if you just like were around me, you would become very shy, timid, and you would have questions. Not like questionable questions, but I said, do you believe in magic? You know, God is the magician, but he's not a magician, he's God. But in terms of making something happen as quick as you could say Ambassador, God is who you go to. That's how you get that answer. Trust in him, have faith in him, believe in him, and he will guide you to the straight path. I'm out, y'all. Peace.